What's going on, everybody? My name is Decipher from Waterbury, Connecticut, and I'm a hip hop artist. And today, I'm here to talk about a very troubling topic of if you should quit making music or not. Now, I know I've thought about it. I know my friends have thought about it. I know you've thought about it, and that's why you're watching this video. So, I got three important things to talk about, and I feel like once you get a clear understanding of what I'm talking about, you'll understand your own personal answer of if you should quit making music. So let's hop to it. Number one, are you happy? And if so, where is your happiness coming from? Is it coming from you, or is it coming from your peers? Now think about it. When you started making music and how you're making music now, where is your happiness? Is it still the same? Now, me personally, I started making music because I loved it. It made me personally happy. The second thing that made me really love it was the happiness that came from my peers. Alright? And now as time started going by, as I'm making music, getting better, learning the industry and things of that nature, I start getting more serious with making music. It came to the point where I started wanting to please other people instead of pleasing myself. So now my happiness kind of got altered at one point in time where it's just like, I gotta make them happy before I make myself happy. Once I caught that, it made me really understand truly of what I needed to do for myself, how to re-alter my thinking. I went back to making music that made me happy. I started making myself happy, increasing my own personal pleasure and own happiness within my music. And as long as you can sustain that happiness within yourself, no matter what, if that doesn't die, you should keep making music because your happiness is key for any career path that you take. You don't do a job you don't like, just like you don't make music you don't like. And music is a job at the same time, so it's like both things are gonna go hand in hand. If you're not happy making music and going through the process of being in the studio for those long hours, or doing these interviews, making music videos, taking the time out to perfect your craft, like all of this is all intertwined with your happiness. And when you really want to become successful and make money off of your music, you want to get paid per play, you want to be able to be in the clubs, so love your DJ. But my point is that you want to do this on a high level, and in order to do that, you have to ask yourself, is your happiness going to be compromised or not? If it will be compromised, you're not going to like it. And that's why a lot of bands split up, a lot of artists just come up and they fall. So you have to understand, like, are you going to be one of those artists, or do you want to make this a long-term goal? You understand? And your happiness is going to determine that longevity. So happiness, understand your happiness within the industry. Number two, are you forcing your music? Or is it being made effortlessly? The reason why I bring that up is because it goes back to happiness. Like I said, a lot of people are trying to make other people happy with their music, so they forcefully create songs that'll do so instead of naturally making music. Music is a natural process, in my opinion, of course, you know, but it should all come natural. It should just flow. You shouldn't have to fight to create a song. If you get writer's block, it's because your brain isn't working for it. It's really not in your heart like that. Like, you ever loved the song so much that shit just started flowing on the paper, like you were just freestyling it and you just started writing it and it became perfect. And normally those are the good songs that people love and are attracted to. Like, I've made songs that I've written in 20 minutes and I can't do that all the time. Sometimes I get a song, I'm writing halfway through and I have to stop because I catch myself forcing it. And I'm like, I love the song, but I don't want to forcefully write to the song. I want it to come naturally. I want it to feel soulful, and that soul is an energy that you just can't force. You can't create, you know. And this is just personal preference, but obviously forcing it is not going to be beneficial to you. Some people can force it. It's like freestyling. You can force and you can be good. It's either a hit or a miss, but it's not the best way, I think, to sustain longevity within your music career. So you have to ask yourself, are you forcing it or does it come naturally to you? And number three, and this is a real big topic in my hand because I see a lot of artists messing up on this. Like, every artist, they got the happiness, they got the natural flow to it all, and they be fucking up when it comes down to the mixing and mastering of the song. If you are not paying to get your song mixed and mastered, you are fucking up. You are making a big mistake in your career, because I don't care how good your song is. I do not care if it's not mixed and mastered. If I'm the DJ, I'm not playing it on the radio. If I'm the hip-hop executive at this major company who can do distribution and provide publishing and things of that nature, I'm not listening to you. I'm not listening to more than 10 seconds of this shit because it doesn't sound like what I want it to sound like. What I need it to sound like as well is just like your competitors. If you can't play your song next to a Jay-Z song and sound equal in volume at least, like, you fucking up. Your mixing and mastering has to be on point. Has to be on point. You gotta have your clean version, everything. And people mess up on the step. They try to budget and skip this step. They'll pay $1,000 to a music video, but won't put $1,000 into getting their album mixed and mastered. And it's stupid. Like, you go record at your boys. You got a friend who has a studio down the road or downtown. They charge you $50 an hour, and you put 1 hour into the song. You record it, and you think it's just gonna sound good? No. It takes about 15 to 20 hours just to get a song mixed. And people don't know that. And so they don't put that effort in. They're just like, oh, it sounds good to me, so, and I recorded it in the studio, so it's cool. No, you gotta put hours into perfecting this song, into making it sound like what it's supposed to sound like. All right, what it's supposed to sound like? High level shit. You don't make money off of low quality music. You probably can, if your marketing is on fleek, like if it's on a whole nother level, then you will make money off of low quality shit. But what's gonna sustain your longevity is having that high quality shit. Because even like someone like Bobby Shmurda, he came out with the Hot Nigga and it wasn't that good of a quality, but I'm sure it got remixed and remastered once he started putting some bread in his pocket. Once he seen that he's getting shows and getting booked from this stuff. And I'm sure someone was in his ear and told him, yo, we gotta go to the studio, we gotta remix this, we gotta redo it, because it's not good enough. It's an important step. Because if you don't even think you want to invest into yourself to the point where you can't even get your stuff mixed and mastered, you shouldn't be rapping. You shouldn't be making music. You shouldn't be recording. You shouldn't be singing, because this is an important step to sustaining your career path. Unless you're making music for fun and you want to do all this for fun, that's cool. But if you want to have a career, this is an important step. And that's another thing too. If you need help and you need consultation and you need to know if you need mixing and mastering, talk to me, because I've been through this. I went from recording myself in this own room, mixing myself by myself, and it wasn't coming out the way I wanted to. But you know what I did? I kept the same exact lifestyle that I'm doing, same recording patterns, and I found me an engineer that worked for me. You know, I found an engineer, we came to a conclusion, he mixes and masters my stuff, I get my clean versions, and he revises it until I'm happy. You know, and we get it on that level where I can compete now. I can compete like the next person. That's why I'm on iTunes, Pandora, Spotify, everywhere. And it's because of the quality I was able to do all of this, you know, and feel comfortable doing it at the same time. So, like I said, like, feel free to hit me up, everybody. I'm open arms, I'm open ears, everything. And I will show you the way. You know, you can go listen to my own quality right now. If you like it, that's a great thing. If you don't like it, cool, let me know, because I'm not perfect either. I'm still learning as well, but I do know the steps, and I know the steps that we all have to master, because I ain't even mastered it myself yet. Do I look like I got a big old chain on my neck? No, we still here and we still growing, but let's grow together now. I'm giving y'all the steps that I've learned, you know, personally, because I've made those mistakes already. Don't make the mistakes I've made. Grow like I am, and we can grow together. So that's my time. Too Hot Society is the label. Decipher is the name, decipherthemusic.com, and I'll catch y'all next time. Peace.
Bitch, I'm from the waters. Yeah. Waters. I said, bitch, I'm from the waters. Get it, man. Waters. Get dirty in my waters. Waters. I said, bitch, I'm from the waters.